31st of December 2021, New Year's Eve. The world is coming out of lockdown. People are expectant, hopeful for what can be returning to their normalities. That same day, I got news that nobody wants to hear, but unfortunately, possibly half this room will at some point. 31st of December 2021, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had a cough. There was nothing wrong with me. I had moved house. It was stress. It was mold spores. It was everything but cancer. But on that day, our lives changed. 2 young children at home, 10 and 11 years old, having to tell them that no, we weren't going back to normal. We weren't going back to the way things were, and no, you can't have friends over because mommy is sick. Explaining to them that mommy would have to go away from time to time, get treatment, and be in hospital, and no, you can't come and visit. I work for myself. I'm self-employed digital marketer. I run my own agency. Where was the money going to come from? What were the clients going to think? How could I keep everything going? And, as a mum, you have to organise everything else as well. You have school pickups, school drop-offs, after-school activities. The list is endless. What's going to happen? All of these questions running through my mind, and probably through my husband's too, but those weren't the things that were being voiced. The things we were talking about were, what will happen if? And we didn't want to finish that sentence. The NHS has its flaws, we know that. But they were great with me. Diagnosed on the 31st of December, I should have been in the next day to get treatment, but it was a Saturday, then a Sunday, then a bank holiday. So 4th of January, I arrived to Craigavon Area Hospital. Get left at the door by my husband, get received by a nurse, get taken into a room on my own. Again, what's going to happen? What can I expect from this treatment? I was told it will be 4 days of intensive treatment. Each bag will take 24 hours. Those 24 hours seem to drag forever. The 4 days, 4 bags. Oh, but wait, you also have to do a COVID test at 5 o'clock every morning. You also have to get your finger pricked 4 or 5 times a day to make sure you're not getting diabetes. I mean, what else could go wrong? Again, not knowing what would happen. Walking into that hospital room on my own, one singular nurse to give me all the information, because they can't be spreading germs either. So I cried, because I had to be strong for my family. But inside that room, I was on my own. I had no visitors for the week to 10 days that I was in. 6 full treatments, and after treatment 3, I got COVID. And I was admitted to hospital again because, high temperature could be sepsis. You could get complications, and let's not mention the unmentionable, but these things were all possibilities. During treatment 3, I also received the news that I was in remission. During COVID. During my time in hospital with COVID, I got the news that I was in remission. The happiest day that I could have during those times, of course. But what did I have to do then? The next 3 treatments. Why did I have to keep getting treatment if I was cured? And I kept being told it's so that it definitely doesn't come back, so that it doesn't, it has a higher chance of success. That didn't help my kids at home, didn't help my husband at home, Didn't help me in a hospital bed alone. But I did 6 full treatments. I came out the other end and I had so much support from people around me. I had my fellow marketing buddies rallying around, what can we do? How can we help? If you have any clients, we'll help you with those. I had friends and neighbours bringing food to the door because, men can't cook. We had so many people reach out from around the world that wanted to be there but couldn't because of COVID. My own parents are up in years. They live in Scotland. They couldn't come either. In a way, it was lucky when my dad fell and broke his hip because it gave my mum something else to think about and worry about instead of her youngest daughter lying in hospital bed on her own. When you get the news that you have cancer, so many things fill your mind. So many things go through your head. What if? What if? What if? And you never know what's going to happen. I took an allergic reaction to some of the medicines. I took neuropathy to another medicine. It's when your fingers go all numb. That's not fun when you're trying to type and keep up with work. Doctor said, stop working. That's all well and good if you work for a company and they will pay you to not work. When you work for yourself, the constant, where's the money coming from? How do we keep a roof over our heads is there. Thankfully, places exist like the NHS, like Macmillan Cancer Support, like friends and family who rally together and keep your spirits going and keep your morale up. 2022 was the year of treatment. It was long, it was grueling, it was tough. 2023 was a year of recovery and regrouping and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this life that I now had. 2024 is when I've come bouncing back stronger. It has been hard coming out the other side because, oh, you look great. Do you feel it? Probably not. This year of bouncing back, I won an award for my digital marketing. So all those questions of, am I doing what I want to do, were answered. Yes, there's still things I'm not certain about. Not certain I like my hair short and curly. It was long and straight before. But those things can be changed. What's most important is that I'm here and that my kids still have their mother. Thank you.